Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer.
Let's get this over with so we can grab some dinner. I'm thinking tacos.
Hello and welcome to Elephant Power Productions. I'm American Elephant, call me Kevin, and this is Kev Talks, a series where I talk about what I want to talk about. Alright, the intro's over. Hit it, Lou! Oh yeah, if you didn't know it, you're about to know now. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, adapted from the Marvel comics of the same name, is a Disney Channel series that follows the superhero adventures of Lunella Lafayette and an accidentally summoned giant red T-Rex nicknamed Devil, as they help and protect the people of New York City's Lower East Side. Despite only being 2 seasons long and having a frustratingly small, or at least quiet fandom, this show is excellent. It's one of the best Marvel cartoons ever made, and although it's gotten its flowers from time to time from fans and award shows like the Emmys, I still feel it deserves much more love. So today, I'm doing my part. I am finally ready to just yap about what makes this series so great in a hopefully short amount of time. So here's why this show is peak fiction and why you should put it on the list. First up, Flying Bark, the Australian animation team behind Rise of the TMNT and Lego Monkey Kid, is the main studio responsible for the look of this show, and like their other work,
it's beautiful!
Moon Girl has an art style to it unlike any other Marvel animated project I've ever seen. And yes, I'm counting Spider-Verse, despite both of them having aesthetic overlaps or similar design philosophies. The New York in this series is vibrant, colorful, and wonderful. The characters have excellent shape language, silhouettes, and expressions. The backgrounds are all eye-popping, detailed compositions. The effects animation is flashy and exciting as if it were ripped right out of a Jack Kirby comic at times. The animation itself is varied with keyframe dragging, backstory panels, 1s and 2s for intimate or serious scenes, and so forth. And the fight scenes, one for every episode at minimum, show everything effective about the animation all at once. Not to mention some top-notch visual humor. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this part because I can't play much music from this show for more than 7 seconds without risking, you know. But trust me when I say the music of this series is absolutely fantastic. Whether it's the background music that matches whatever a scene needs moment to moment, or the soundtrack full of banger originals and banger covers. Seriously, take my word for it, listen to some of the music for yourself. It's a great time. Starting with our leads, Lunella Lafayette is tied with Phineas Flynn and Luz Noseda as my favorite Disney Channel protagonist. She is an excellent kid genius archetype with a heavy emphasis on kid. On top of being an adorable little goober, what I love about Lunella is that her hyperactive, one might say inhuman,
Get the hell out! Get out! Get out!
super intelligence is both her greatest strength and a flaw.
I'm smart enough!
Oh, we know. You're so smart, it's basically terrifying.
For all the trouble her brains get her out of, a lot of the trouble she faces is partially her brain's fault to begin with, thanks to a character flaw of often jumping to a complicated solution to a simple problem, especially when they're emotional or socialization issues. I won't dive too deep into it here because I want to make a separate video about Lunella's character arc, but let me put it this way. If you ask her to invent superhero gear or boundary-pushing Marvel technology, she can do it in one afternoon, however flawed it may be. But if you ask her to join a normal high school slumber party, even with people that respect her and want to hang out with her, she's gonna be anxious and stressed for a minute trying to fit in. And for those who want darker storytelling, don't worry, Season 2's got you covered with some PTSD. One of the big reasons she works is because of her actress Diamond White, who's both an incredibly talented singer that delivers a lot of songs in the show and nails the delivery of this hyperactive, hyper-intelligent teenager. I don't know what it is, but her little voice cracks whenever Lunella gets super excited always make me smile.
Zang! We did the thing! Yeah, we did!
And as one final reason she's awesome, while they never explicitly call it a no-kill rule, Lunella's philosophy and mindset about fighting evil definitely evolves from just punching enemies to trying to help them grow as people. Daredevil would be proud.
The people you murdered deserve another chance.
What, to kill again, rape again, is that what
No,
you
Frank,
want?
to try again, Frank. To try
As for Devil Dinosaur, while he doesn't get as much focus, he still compliments Lunella as the brawn to her brains and helps anchor her emotionally at times when she tries going too far with a solution that won't fix her problems. He also gets some great focus episodes in Season 2, some badass fight moments, and some insanely funny faces. Another big shout out to his actor Fred Tatasciore, who's been a voice actor for a very long time and crushes it here, despite only speaking in grunts, whines, bellows, and growls.
What's your name, anyway?
Next up, we've got...
Wait.
Hey guys, Editing Kevin here, and guess who just appeared in the Season 6 trailer for Marvel Rivals that also showed the debut of the game's Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstone breaking out of the Collector's Museum? Guess who showed up for a cameo alongside Capwolf and Throg?
Whoa! Easy now, fellas!
Oh shit!
That's my boy right there!
Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Next up, we've got Casey Calderon.
Casey Maria Duarte Goldberg Calderon here.
She's Lunella's best friend who knows her superhero identity and manages Moon Girl's online presence. What I love about Casey, on top of her vocal performance by Libby Bear, I think I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, is that yes, she's a social media influencer, but not an obnoxious parody of one. She's just an internet-savvy kid who only sometimes gets a little too obsessed with clout chasing and trends. In fact, when things get really dire or she can help, she will join Moon Girl in some of her battles. Simply put, Casey's awesome and a great loyal best friend. To a point where, if this show just wanted to make her and Lunella girlfriends, I say go for it. Not that their relationship needs romance to be valid, of course, but I wouldn't blame someone who's never seen the show for assuming they are, as they just love each other that much.
You two are seriously clutch. A&F, Lou. Always and forever.
Gay.
As for the other characters, you've got Lunella's family, who runs a local roller skating rink, and they're all super likable. The show gives every single one of them little moments to shine, and focus episodes where their bond with Lunella is strengthened, even if they have some personal hurdles and character flaws to overcome. Honestly, I can't pick a favorite of the four, as they all bring something different to the table and all in their own entertaining way.
I'm not raising my baby in Jersey. No disrespect to Jersey.
The queen can win the game all on her own, because she got it like that.
You better get yourself out here with your old pops.
I got it. Whoa. Well, I don't got it. All right, I'm here. I'm down here now.
You've also got side characters, mainly at Lunella's high school, ranging from fellow students and friends to some of the teachers. I especially like Coach Herbick since he's stuck teaching science classes on top of gym and is so clearly trying and cares about the kids, but is just not fit for this job.
Oh, Lafayette! Hey, may need an assist on the lesson today. Like, you may need to teach it.
Some of them just get little moments to shine, but some of them get almost entire episodes, fleshing them out further as people and how Lunella works with or comes to understand them better. However, easily my favorite side character is
The Beyonder.
Though I would be remiss if I did not mention the close second, my boy Melvar, aka Kid Kree. Voiced by Xolo Maridueña, aka our DCU Blue Beetle.
I love math and science and stuff. I was pretty much every bully's favorite target at my old school.
Hey! How dare you interrupt someone as powerful as me?
Okay, back to
The Beyonder.
For those who don't know Beyonder, this cosmic entity was first introduced in the original Secret Wars comics, setting it off by capturing heroes and villains to make them fight so he could see if good or evil was stronger. He's been in several comics since then, kind of flip-flopping back and forth between friend and foe, but mostly staying a morally gray character. One fascinated by humans and often looks like one, but is very detached from them as a cosmic entity with seemingly limitless power. In this show, he's sent by other Beyonders to Earth to study humanity.
It's my job to study planets and their meaning.
And he intends to do so with help from the smartest person on the planet, which according to him is Lunella. Beyonder is one of the show's best characters, who's visually mesmerizing to watch and goes through quite an entertaining journey, becoming both an antagonist and protagonist throughout the show. Oh, and did I mention he's voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, who also produces this show and gets to sing really good songs?
Now teach me all about humans.
Yeah, Beyonder's an MVP, no question.
What is the human obsession with remakes? This animated version is way better.
Hello.
Speaking of antagonists, a superhero show almost always needs villains, and thankfully this series has plenty who stick around just long enough to be memorable or great. You got Aftershock, Rat King, Blue Streak, Insta-Taney Girl, god that shit is so ass, Stiletto, Abyss, Gravitas, Rockin' Rudy, as well as some Marvel villains that aren't the most popular, but I think comic fans would mostly recognize, like Beetle, Silvermane, Lady Bullseye, and Molecule Man, who despite the absolute Batman level design change from the comics, is one of the show's best bad guys despite barely being in it. Remember when I said Lunella gets PTSD in season 2? Yeah, this guy is the reason. There's also a certain Spider-Man villain who shows up in season 2. I'm not gonna say his name because it's a really fun surprise, especially if you're a fan of the Insomniac games, but trust me when I say, his fight scene is one of the best in the entire show, and that is saying a lot. Bottom line, the characters in this show, in conjunction with the art and sound design, are equally amazing. And all of it gets wrapped up with...
I could do the flat iron, hair and braids.
I consider this show simultaneously episodic and serialized. While most of it is comprised of character-focused episodes, they serve bigger character arcs and development over the 2 seasons, with characters or details that can often come back later. Also, Season 1 has at least one big mystery that, while not actively dealt with or pieced together right away, or some super shocking twist, is still fun to watch unfold in the 2-part OMG finale. And again, although I'm not going to spoil or discuss it too much here, Season 2's overarching story is its focus on Lunella's character arc of trying to become a better superhero when things get serious, and running into more conflict trying to balance her super identity with family time. TLDR, if you're someone who really likes the secret identity stories of characters like Spider-Man, you'll probably really like this show. Seriously, Spider-Man fans, please, give this show a chance. I'm tired of asking nicely.
I'm talking to you.
However, my favorite part of Moon Girl's writing is how it takes tropes or stories we've seen plenty of times in other shows, and makes them feel fresh in execution through its presentation. One of the most popular examples, and probably one of the most well-received episodes of the show, is Hair Today, Gone Tomorrow. The episode focuses on Lunella trying to make her hair straight after a comment that makes her feel insecure, but she accidentally goes too far with it. On paper, this is a pretty simple trope that I've seen done in other cartoons.
I gave myself a haircut.
But it takes on a deeper meaning in this episode, as it's really about how black girls often feel self-conscious about their naturally curly hair.
That was my mistake.
Your real mistake was letting other people make you feel bad about yourself.
Another one of my favorite episodes is Goodnight Moon Girl, which is both a slumber party and body swap episode. One where Lunella, in trying to relax and enjoy herself at a party with her softball team peers, has to deal with her mind constantly swapping back and forth with devils. And it works surprisingly well. I usually cringe to death and hate secondhand embarrassment humor in cartoons like this, but that said, Devil Dinosaur speaking English for the first time through Lunella's body in a game of charades makes me laugh way harder than it should. Again, this show is really funny, and not just in its visuals.
Okay, 1, you look stinking adorable.
Oh my gosh, TJ, get your stupid city out of my party!
I was here first, snot brain.
Oh, your guts are dumb and you smell!
I have a PhD. I have 6 PhDs, actually.
That's you in the future if you're not careful.
Oh, I wish.
What if you can't take her out? Well, then we get canceled after 1 episode. Your body is not good enough. That came out all wrong.
And mind you, this is all the stuff I was able to condense down into 4 super quick sections that don't even cover 2 pages of my script. There's so much other good stuff that I haven't mentioned about this show. It's got a fantastic voice cast with a ton of celebrity castings done right. It earnestly includes people of all different races, sexualities, religions, disabilities, and backgrounds.
I guess we'll take the stairs.
Will we, though?
Oh, right. Well,
The show also touches on or alludes to serious topics like gentrification, racism, childhood trauma, and even to a lesser degree, profiling. And of course, as a Marvel cartoon owned by Disney, it's got a lot of fun references. From Steve Rogers being spray painted on the side of the Lafayette's apartment, to materials like vibranium being used in some episodes, or animal characters like Redwing showing up in Season 2, or even MCU guest stars like Maria Hill, played by her MCU actress Kobe Smulders. And I have to say, good for her. She was good in the movies, but not utilized much, and what they did to her character on Secret Invasion was awful. So seeing her get to make it out and get better time to shine on a show that actually feels like it respects her is really nice. Oh, and speaking of the MCU, Anthony, Joe, I swear to God, if you put Lunella and Devil in whatever Portals 2 moment you're cooking up for the multiverse cameos, only to kill them or their universe off,
I don't know what I was about to say or what I was about to do, but it wasn't gonna be good.
Okay, now that I've hopefully convinced you why this show is awesome and you should watch it, let's talk about the ways I feel it's been screwed over despite its high quality by Disney, and honestly, some animation fans.
Wait, me too?
Problem 1. Disney didn't promote it a lot. Now, I'm not gonna act like Moon Girl's gotten zero promotion. When the show premiered, she got a character meet and greet at Disney's California Adventure, and has since then appeared in other media, like Spidey and His Amazing Friends, a LEGO Avengers special, and shorts like those on Disney Chibiverse. However, there isn't a ton of official merch for the show, and most of the promotion doesn't go outside Disney Channel. Again, that's not to say there isn't any, like this Funko Pop I got for my birthday, or this enamel pin that I actually wore to my graduation. But it's mostly restricted to stuff for little kids, and kinda hard to find in person at that. Anyway, problem 2. Disney Plus releases. By which I mean Disney, in their infinite wisdom, decided it would be intelligent to drop multiple episodes in advance on Disney Plus the day each season had their premiere on Disney Channel.
Whose idea was this?
Which not only probably gave people the impression that it was a Plus exclusive series, meaning they didn't know they could watch it for free on Disney Channel as it aired, but if you had Disney Plus, you were less likely to watch it on Disney Channel since you could just watch most of the season whenever you wanted instead of waiting week to week. I'm not saying Disney was wrong for putting it on Disney Plus, but it could have been done better than this. But if I may shift away from Disney for a second, problem 3. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur is a Marvel cartoon. And yes, I do think that matters. Even ignoring how many people have felt burnt out or overstuffed on the MCU post-Endgame, one thing that's been made very clear by animation fans lately is that they really want more original stories, myself included. Even if they don't always fund them. Look, no shade, I'm guilty of it too, I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. And when you look at what I'd argue are Disney's most popular cartoons in recent memory, Gravity Falls, Amphibia, and Owl House, yeah, all of those are original stories not based on any IP. Not to mention how all those shows had deep mysteries or lore for fans to sink their teeth into, which could generate more hype for said shows. Compare this to Moon Girl, which only had one super big mystery that got solved by the end of season 1. To be blunt, I feel like some animation fans genuinely only care about new Disney cartoons if they have lore in them not based on any IP. Now obviously I'm being hyperbolic for the sake of the video. Of course there have still been non-lore driven Disney cartoons to find success in the 2020s. It's just, you know, kind of annoying when people constantly complain about things that Disney movies aren't doing anymore, which is not me saying that all Wish criticism is complaining, by the way, okay?
I did not say that.
Meanwhile, this show is doing them, and doing them well, yet those people still won't watch it! And look, if you decide to watch this show and don't like it, fine, I'm not gonna call you part of the problem or anything. You like what you wanna like. However, I still really wish more people would give it more respect, because problem 4, Disney has held back this show from fully airing the way the creators wanted it to. On top of the show and its planned 3rd season being cancelled last I checked, there was an unaired episode of season 2 called The Gatekeeper. It was focused on Lunella's friend Alex, who is a softball player and trans, and because of that last thing, faced bigotry from a rival softball team's coach. And it was held back from airing by Disney for over a year behind the scenes before somebody leaked the episode online via the Owlphibia Discord server.
Whoever you are, thank you.
Now, Disney has said that it being held back had nothing to do with trans kids or 2024 politics, and that it was just, again, on hold, not canceled. So there was technically a chance it could air on TV. Season 2 is now over, and The Gatekeeper never aired on TV.
You lied to me.
As for the statement that we didn't hold this episode back just because it focused on trans kids, I'm pressing X to doubt on this one, Chief. Not only did Disney's vague answer for holding back the episode basically amount to, because this is a sensitive topic that we want parents to be able to discuss with kids themselves, which I kind of agree with in that, okay, yes, parents should educate their kids on pride subjects, but the sentiment falls apart when you remember not every parent is a good, inclusive one who is willing to do so. But even ignoring all of that, the fact that we only learned this episode even existed after a certain someone who was definitely on the island won the presidency again, a presidency that favors people who are super transphobic, and right before it came out that Pixar was cutting some queer content behind the scenes too during Elio and Winner Loses productions. Yeah, they did not convince people that the focus on a trans character wasn't the issue. Oh, and rest assured, I did not forget about the Alex Hirsch Pride Month tweet. Don't think I wasn't gonna bring that up, Disney. You will never escape it if you keep making decisions like this. But hey, on the bright side, Jared Bush, one of the co-directors for the Zootopia movies, is now the head of Walt Disney Animation Studios and has said that they're open to doing more quote-unquote woke stories again in the future. So I guess there's a silver lining in all this. And it's not like Disney has done anything incredibly abhorrent or stupid recently. Oh my goodness! Iger!
What I'm trying to say is...
I hope you can understand why I want this show to get shown more love. Even if you don't end up considering it peak fiction like I do, I hope if or when you watch it, you can at least agree with me that it was a passionately created Marvel series oozing with artistic value and love from everybody involved. I am so incredibly thankful to this show and its crew for all the great memories and inspirations they've given me. Hell, one episode literally helped calm down my storm anxiety during a severe storm warning.
Oh God, they try to drown me in that hole!
Even as an adult who's about as far away from being similar to Lunella as you can get beyond probably being autistic, and I guess maybe bisexual, jury's still out on that one, I still related heavily to this character and the series in a lot of ways. So for one final time, if you think this series looks good, whether you decide to watch it on Disney Plus, or you decide to say, I say give it a chance to see if you too can be enchanted by some Moon Girl magic. And on that note, that's gonna do it for this video, along with 2025 soon. A year that, despite its many downs, gave me some ups that I'll remember forever. So here's to the good times I had in 2025. I can't wait to see what I'll do and how I'll improve in 2026, and I hope you'll take that journey with me on this channel if you've liked my work so far. Until then, I'm American Elephant, call me Kevin, thank you for stopping by Elephant Power Productions, follow me on all these platforms, check out my animations, subscribe if you want more content like this, and I'll hopefully see you all on the next episode of Kev Talks. Take care of yourselves, happy holidays, don't you ever forget where you come from. And the Mandolin Lovu to all of you.
Temporarily blinded me!
What you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever!